Hello FPL champions, welcome back to Football Fantasy Tips. Today we'll be talking about WILDCARD Gameweek 4. Now before we proceed, if you enjoy this type of content, fun, vibrant, different fantasy football coverage, then please give us a like and subscribe. Now let's start off by saying it's not necessary that you wildcard this game week. If you have a good team and you're in a good rank, you might want to consider a -4 to bring, for say, Cristiano Ronaldo in to save the wildcard. And if you're lucky, then you've got 2 free transfers and you can make some big moves there too. Game week 8 still looks really good for a wildcard as well. But for us, we've chosen to wildcard this game week. Here's why we've chosen to use the wildcard this game week. The prospect of missing out on Cristiano's early returns, combined with the highly likely reality that 3 of our squad players, Semiscus, Amartey and Obafemi, will no longer be starting for their clubs, means it's time to freshen things up. We've decided to use the wildcard to revitalize the squad, now that we have a good idea of who the best FPL gems and differentials are. So first off, let's start with defense. In goal, we have Wolverhampton Wanderers Sa, who's going to be playing against some newly promoted teams, some very good fixtures. The underlying numbers are good, even though they've lost 3 in a row, conceded 3. They played some tough teams. As you can see, the fixtures look really good. So Sa is a really good pick. Moving on to the rest of our starters in defense, we've got 3 of the best attacking wingbacks in the game in Shaw, Cancelo and Trent Alexander-Arnold. You don't have to worry about Pep Roulette because Cancelo is guaranteed more game time now, with Mendy likely facing prison time. And he's operating almost like a left winger when he makes those overlapping runs. Keep an eye out for that in the next game. Next, moving on to our midfielders, we'll start with Greenwood and Jota, who are explosive strikers listed as midfielders in FPL. We've seen what they can do this season so far, and we look to them to continue their form. We also have a supposedly maturing Demarai Gray, who looks set to have his best season yet under Rafa Benitez. He's worth the money in FPL. He's an excellent choice at 5.7. He's a great option due to his price and due to the upcoming fixtures. Although at that price, you want a season-long player, Gallagher of Crystal Palace is also a decent pick. A further note on Diego Jota, Bobby Firmino is confirmed to be missing at least 3 weeks, meaning it's no rotation Diego Jota, a midfielder playing up front time. He's got great fixtures for offensive hauls as well, so you should be looking to get him in. Diego Jota is possibly a season keeper this year. Next, we have our biggest differential of this wildcard, Adama Traore. The Wolves winger averaged 4 shots per 90, despite facing tough opposition to start the season. He next plays Watford, Brentford, Southampton and Newcastle, and we expect him to shine. He's more than ready to take his next form, we think. Well worth the punt. Up front we have Romelu Lukaku, Mikel Antonio and Cristiano Ronaldo, the new arrival. Mikel Antonio plays away to Southampton, who has a pretty weak defense, and we expect his good form to continue. The last time Cristiano played Newcastle United, he scored a hat-trick, and he has more goals scored overall now than he even had then. So we expect a Cantona-esque return to the Theatre of Dreams, all gun blazing. You can expect the -1 for the yellow when he takes his shirt off to be hell of annoying, but well worth it in an FPL sense in the long term. The biggest worry among these 3 is whether Romelu Lukaku will be fit for game week 4. So keep an eye out on the news. If he's declared unfit, then it's likely we'll be trying to bring in Harry Kane in for him to play Crystal Palace in game week 4. We've got a strong playing bench with Roman Saiz of Wolves the pick of the bunch. He's likely to come in game week 5 for the home fixture against Brentford. Well, that's it for now. We hope you've enjoyed this and you've learned a few things going into game week 4. Well, we'll see you next time on Football Fantasy Tips. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you where football meets fantasy.